ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Oh, no, she did. Oh, no, she did. Oh, yes, she did.
Oh,
so,
yes,
today
is
you already know how it goes.
Day 31 of the Hunt for Pink October. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's been me wearing pink every day and doing a video every day of October for breast cancer awareness. Today is the last day to donate. So if you would please check out my Patreon. All October proceeds, which come out of your account starting tomorrow, will be donated to Susan G. Komen for the Cure of Northeast Ohio. And, if you get it like that, stay my Patreon. Or it's the last day to donate for the breast cancer thing. You can always donate to my Patreon. But anyway, as you can see, for my pink ladies and my T-Birds, I'm dressed like my logo. And, for the rest of you who should already know, but in case you don't, my logo is basically based on Sailor Moon. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a Halloween episode, and I was like, okay, I've done like 5 Yes Witches this week. I really don't like scary movies. I was going to review David S. Pumpkins, but it just really wasn't enough there for me to review. And I said, blonde, vapid, self-centered, popular protagonist. There's an older boy that goes to a different school that she can't stand at first, but then ends up falling in love with. Really learns the meaning of true friendship and being a good person, and really has a heart of gold. That's Sailor Moon, but who else that sound like? And then it popped in my head, oh my God, that's totally Cher from Clueless. So, today's review, obviously you already know, is Clueless. But it is Halloween, right? I know Clueless is such a beloved movie and everyone loves it. This came out my senior year of high school. Girl, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the black Cher. Yes, I'm aware that there's a Dion, but I'm never going to say I want to be Stacey Dash. Here's the thing. Y'all thought y'all was getting a treat. This might be a trick, because this movie don't stand up for shit. I just sat here while I was getting dressed and watched this bitch twice, back to back, and I'm like, and why do we all love this movie so much? Listen, there's some iconic shit in the movie. I would put it to you like this. Y'all probably think I got this background because I'm dressed like a Sailor Moon character. No, I got this background because there's no memorable fucking background in Clueless. There was nothing I could think of to put in the background to say Clueless. Nothing. It's the clothes. There's a couple catchphrases. But let me tell you what is memorable in Clueless. The fashion still holds up. But dare me to tell me, oh, when they was at this party, okay, when they was at the party, tell me what that room looked like. You can't. What they school look like. Like when I do like my Zach Morris timeouts for my pink ladies and T-Birds to watch all the time, and it switched to Bayside, what they school look like. I don't know. I thought about doing the fountain where she discovers, oh my God, I love Josh. But that literally could be from any fucking movie that takes place where there's a fucking geyser or a sprinkler or whatever the fuck you want to call that. Fountain. Just said. I've been dipping into my Halloween candy. It's memorable for me because when we had the resurgence, everybody wanted to say the reconnaissance. Yeah, was that what it was? Yeah. But I remember the Paul renaissance. Because, see, I hadn't heard a whole bunch about Paul Rudd. I remember him in Clueless because he was in Clueless. But when Paul Rudd blew up, was in a little film I like to call Anchorman, the Ron Burgundy story. And Huddy, when he came out as Brian Fantana, two totally different audiences for that movie. I just happen to be in a weird demographic that I like stupid ass frat boy fucking comedy, but I'm also adore teen movies. Them demographics usually don't cross over. So I'm quite sure there was a few people, but not many of us, that looked at this dude and said, that's the motherfucker from Clueless. And he was hilarious. And then it was Paul Rudd. So that's what's memorable about it to me. I understand he also did like a Halloween or something, but I don't do scary movies. I just told y'all that. Tie into Halloween though. Who else stands out to me is Donald Faison from Scrubs. He stood out to me. Also, for my Pink Ladies and T-Birds, the ones that are part of my tribe. Also, Loretta Devine's son from Waiting to Exhale, which he actually was before Scrubs because he was still a kid. He had braces. He was a kid. That motherfucker to me got all the funniest lines in the movie. And some of the most memorable. Me and my friends swear to God on Everything I Love. This shit, and I started it on Everything I Love. We went to like a YSU party or something, which is the college I went to, Youngstown State University, go Penguins. And we went to this party, and it was terrible, and we was doing what people in college do. We were like super high, pre-gaming hard, super high, already tipsy, walking around in heels because we did that in the 90s. That's why them movies, they don't be exaggerating. Bitches was wearing that to school. We was in high heels and all that. We had combat boots and shit, but we was wearing heels and shit to work in school at that time. Walking to the party. I don't know where I pulled it from, but y'all know, my Pink Lady T-Birds know, because I do it on camera all the time. Out of nowhere, we just got to the party, and I just was like, oh yeah, this shit is whack. And me and my friends still say that to this day. If we go somewhere and it's lame, we say, oh yeah, this shit is whack. For those of y'all that might not have ever caught that, that's part of when they go to the party in the Valley. And he walks in and he says that. And I always wonder, comment below and let me know if you know. I always wonder because after all, this is written by a white lady and not a black man. And not a young person either, for that matter. When he came into the party, because he looked like he was jamming when he came to the party and said, oh yeah, this shit is whack. Did they think whack meant good? I always wondered that. But we know what whack means, so something be whack. Anyway, what else? Is y'all bitches blind or something? Your boy Christian's a cake boy. And then we can't say a word for word, but you know when you be talking about like the Streisand ticket holder, Oscar Wilde reading friend of Dorothy. I know I said it out of order, but like that is one of the lines out of that movie that's like still holds up. Like that is something that still, you know. But Alicia Silverstone is good in this movie. Now y'all gonna think I'm about to get political and be a hater, but that's not the case. I've always thought this even when I liked her. Because Stacey Dash was like 33 years old. She was like, she pulled the straight Rizzo. She was like 33 when she did Clueless. She might not want to say she was, but see, again, my Pink Ladies and T-Birds is part of my tribe. Y'all remember a movie with Richard Pryor called Moving that she was the daughter on. This came out in 95. She was the teenage daughter in that. That bitch came out in 1987. And she was playing a teenager. Like the same age teenager, like 16, 17. Come on, son. Come on, son. Anyway, But she's just never been she was just a very pretty girl, but she was never a good actress. Sorry about it. But the scenes with her and Donald Faison, fantastic. They played off of each other well. Breckenmeyer. Breckenmeyer was everywhere in the 90s. He was a little bit of everywhere. He was in this. He was in The Craft, but he never had a big part. Rat Race. But I love me some Breckenmeyer. And this shit, he's excellent in this. He's fantastic in this. He's fantastic. Donald Faison is fantastic. It's more like I think they got the idea that they were being, it was a teen thing, but it's based on Emma by Jane Austen, which once you find that out and then like go watch the movie Emma with Emma, bitch name, Gwyneth Paltrow. And that's the actual story that it's based on, and that's actually a way better movie. Sorry about it. Anywho, they were good. Brittany Murphy was great. Brittany Murphy was great in this. But this was Brittany Murphy when she first came out, before she got like real gaunt looking, and that Hollywood machine make her lose weight and shaped her eyebrows, and apparently started wearing blue fucking contacts because her eyes is most certainly dark brown like mine. Made her go blonde, but Brittany Murphy, she did good in this. Like I said, I just remember Paul Rudd because it's funny to me, like, oh, you used to be that dude, like the romantic lead in a fucking teen movie, and now you're like Mr. Raunchy Comedy, like, and now you're Ant-Man. Like that shit like that blows my mind. Shit like that blows my mind. Another time around the Halloween, what was her name? Elisa Donovan? Is that her name? The redhead Ambulance? She even really got the most iconic line. Whatever. Like, she really got the most iconic line out the whole movie. Like, as if it's cool. And for a while, that was the front runner. But whatever is actually the more iconic line. Like, we still say that. We still do that. Like, I still see people say whatever and be like, whatever. Even if they're not, saying it the same way. But they're doing this, though. Like, she got the most iconic line. The thing about it is, and similar to Sailor Moon, the other characters are just better. We know she's supposed to be the main character, and she has the character arc. And she stops being so vamped and realizes that it's more to life than just her. Just like Sailor Moon. But Bueller, Hans, anybody? Comment below and let me know who your favorite character is in this movie, because I bet it ain't Cher. I bet it ain't Cher. And if it is Cher, when the last time you seen Clueless? Put that in there too. Here's the thing about this movie, and another reason why it did not age well. And I understand, because this movie is a iconic piece of 90s. But it is very 90s. Like, the references like this jacket, James Dean or Jason Priestley. Y'all know these kids don't really know who Jason Priestley is these days, right? So I don't even know, like, how y'all think this movie is funny. Like, a lot of the references, I'm like, how do y'all even know about that? Do y'all know about that? Y'all ain't hip that. This is also the first time I heard Just a Girl by No Doubt, though. Before, like, it became a single, it was, like, in this movie. But yeah, what y'all really are remembering fondly about this movie is the clothes. Some of the sayings. This is a dress, says who? Calvin Klein. Like, yeah, it's memorable shit in it. But, I just did Jawbreaker. I'm like, that's got way more memorable lines than Clueless do. To me. I'm sure everybody is different. But even Mean Girls, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. Like, Heathers, you look like hell. Yeah, I just got back. Where's your urge to purge, Heather? Everybody in this school wants me for a friend or a fuck. Like, but Clueless is just like the shit that I named. As if, whatever. The Dawn Faison stuff. Even Todd got a better line than she remember. Whatever, Cher, you're a virgin who can't drive. Like, we're supposed to like the main character. She's supposed to have all. Especially because there's really not an antagonist in this film. So we really have to root for the protagonist if there's really not an antagonist. And when you go back and watch it now, it's cute. It reminded me of my senior year of high school. But as far as the movie, I just sat here and watched it 2 times, and like at no point in time, I know the movie well enough that I didn't have to be right up on it. But I was doing 50,000 things both times that I watched this over and over again. I was getting dressed. I was getting ready. Like, Jawbreaker, there was none of that for me. When I reviewed Grease 2, I can probably recite Grease 2 to you forwards and backwards without even watching the movie. But when I did the review of Grease 2, I sat down and watched this bitch again and was engaged in it. I wasn't even engaged in this. So, I'm sorry if I fooled y'all into thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to talk about Clueless. It's going to be so fun. She's going to be excited. Clueless kind of sucks now. Sorry about it. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Have a little scare, dear. Boo. See, and that's Jawbreaker. Like, y'all, as much as I love the fashion, and y'all know I love the fashion, I mean, I clearly just did this again for the 90s house and completely redid a Clueless fucking look. But outside of the fashion, dog, like, anyway, it's on Hulu. So is Jawbreaker, by the way. Jawbreaker is on Hulu too. So if y'all haven't watched in a while, go ahead to Hulu Plus, check that out. Again, the whole reason why you are getting the video every day this month, let's not forget, is for breast cancer awareness. This does conclude the hunt for Pynk October. Finally. And then you would think I get a break, but Dragula comes on, and I'm going to have to review that, so you'll actually get 32 straight days of videos. But, again, if you could, whatever you can, donate to my Patreon, please do. It'll come, all the proceeds for October, which come out November 1st, will go to the hunt for Halloween candy. Susan G. Komen for the Cure of Northeast Ohio. So I do want to thank all of you who already have donated, as well as my patrons. I love y'all. Happy Halloween. And if you're not a Pink Lady or a T-Bird, that means you're not subscribed to my channel, so you might want to go ahead and handle that by clicking the Sailor Jimmi icon at the end of the video. Or you can go to the bottom underneath the details. Click on that. Also click that notification button so you can find out when I'm going to be reviewing other teen movies, camp movies. Basically, at this point, I'm just going to start reviewing movies from my past that I like. Fuck it, I know it's 1,000 other YouTubers that do it, but I've kind of really been enjoying reviewing these movies, so I think I'm going to continue. And that's it. So I'm going to go have me a little bit more Halloween candy while I get back out this geesh so that I can get ready for Dragula Season 2. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching all month. Deuces. Oh, by the way, ladies, self-exam. Never said that on one video, and I meant to. But I got it on the last day. Deuces.
Kamehameha attack is blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from Rumble packed in with inspiration. In my beginning, God created a lyricist. Saga continues.